In this video, I'm going to tell you why the Atlanta Falcons are destined to make the playoffs and why it's one of my favorite best bets of the NFL offseason. From all their weapons on the offensive side of the ball to all the good moves they'd made on defense to shore up their pass rush, the Falcons are sure to be in the playoffs. Make sure to please like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers by the end of the NFL season. So first, we're going to start off by looking at their division. Let's be honest, guys. The Panthers took some steps this offseason, but they're still a ways away. The Saints are definitely a ways away. This is a two-horse race in the NFC South, the Buccaneers and the Falcons. I think the Buccaneers and Falcons are going to be the two teams fighting for this NFC South division, and it's going to be coming down to the last couple games of the season. No doubt in my mind. The Buccaneers are a really, really good team. The Buccaneers defense is still really good, and they even signed Hassan Reddick from the Jets last year to even shore up their pass rush some more. But I think the Falcons took the biggest steps this offseason to improve their team. All right, so here's their offense. We know they have tons of weapons on their offense. Their offense is not really the problem, or wasn't really the problem last year. Obviously, Bijan Robinson, Tyler Algier, Kyle Pitts, who hopefully continues to get better, Ray McLeod, Drake London, Darnell Mooney. This team has weapons all over the place, and their offensive line is returning all 5 starters from last year. That is huge, especially for a young quarterback in Michael Penix, who I expect to continue to take huge steps. He looked good at the end of last season when he got a chance. And Michael Penix this offseason, he knew he was going to be the starter. So he trained all year knowing he was going to be the starter. I'm expecting huge things from Michael Penix Jr. and this offense this season. And Zach Robinson, their offensive coordinator, it was his first year with the team last season. So this is his second year. Zach Robinson from the Rams. This is his second season as OC with the Falcons. And even last year in his first season, they were top six in offensive yards in the entire league last year. That's really good, especially being your first year as OC with a team. And like I said, this offense was not the problem last year. It was their defense. So let's move over to their defense. Now, their defense took the biggest steps, I believe, for this team this offseason. Last year, their problem was they had no pass rush. They were 31st in the NFL. Second to last in the NFL was sacks. They had 31 sacks for the entire season. That's horrible. And they actually did a lot to address this in the offseason. Obviously, they signed Leonard Floyd, who's had 19 sacks the past 2 seasons. Jalen Walker and James Pierce Jr. With 2 first-round picks, basically, for the Falcons. Jalen Walker had 6.5 sacks, and James Pierce Jr. had 7.5 sacks. I'm expecting a lot from the pass rush of the Falcons from last year to this year. No doubt they're going to be better. And they even signed Diablo from the Raiders. He had 169 tackles the last 2 seasons. He's a huge bump in what they had at the linebacker position last year. And the Falcons secondary was never their problem. They have Jesse Bates. They have A.J. Terrell. They got Jordan Fuller. And Mike Hughes is a good cornerback as well. The Falcons to make the playoffs are plus 138 on FanDuel, and their win total is over 7.5. I'm telling you, they're hitting their win total. Their offense is going to be just as good, if not better, than last year, especially with Zach Robinson with another year under his belt, Michael Penix starting all year, all the weapons they have, and their defense is going to be better. It can't be worse, pass rush-wise at least. And one of the biggest things for me is their offensive line. All 5 of them being back, starting, healthy to start the season. I mean, you can't ask for much more. And I just pulled up the Falcons' schedule for this upcoming season. We got the Titans, that's 1 win. They're probably going to split with the Buccaneers, so that's 2. Panthers, I'll be generous and say the Panthers split, so that's 3 total. They're going to beat the Saints twice. That's 5. Then you got the Jets and Cardinals and the Vikings. Who knows how J.J. McCarthy's going to be, the Cowboys. I mean, there's wins there, fellas. So those are the reasons why I love the Atlanta Falcons to make the playoffs. They took huge steps this offseason on defense. They're 5 starters on the offensive line, all the weapons on their offensive line. Another year for Zach Robinson. Michael Penix, knowing he's the starter. Their schedule is not terribly difficult. Now, it is a 2-horse race in the division. We'll see if they win their division outright or get into a wild card spot. But I love the Falcons. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far in the video, make sure to let me know in the comments by saying I made it or something like that. Make sure to like and subscribe.